Hey guys, following up here with Sparrow Motorsports. So I think last time we left off, we were looking at our engines and transmissions and doing some of the major components overviews. We determined that even though we have some wear on Wasabi, the 408 stroker here, we decided to leave that engine alone and move on to other prep. So with that, we took the intake off, had the fuel injector sent off, flow tested and cleaned. Found a couple of them had a couple clogs in it, so I'm glad we got that taken care of proactively. What else we've been doing? We set up some new Yukon ring and pinions in the front of Wasabi, including their new Grizzly locker. So we're just pretty excited to be running those products. We got the transmission sent off to have rebuilt. We've gone through the Atlas transfer cases, and they're all looking in good shape. And continue on with our prep, we decided to take a look at the complete axle assembly. And good thing we did, because we found one of our kingpins is actually unthreading itself and starting to remove itself. So because it's tight, it's completely jammed up. I don't want to strip the threads out. So what we're going to do, we're just going to weld her in place and let her ride. We can't really afford to put a whole new axle on this thing before KOH. So we're going to patch her up and hope for the best. Continuing on with our prep, one of the things we always do is check our heims, check our bolts, replace our bolts, basically no matter what. We always like to throw new bolts in it before a big race like this. This year we've made some changes. We're getting rid of our grade 8s and we're going with grade 9 bolts. These hideous looking grade 9 bolts we got from Fastenal. Hopefully they're going to be stronger. Hopefully keep the wife from bending them every time she races the car. In doing so, what we found happens with our tabs, they actually get crunched in. Our misalignment spacers will start to wear in and they'll get crunched in. And we had a friend out here a couple weeks back, John Balducci, gave us a great idea on how to fix that. And so I came up with this little contraption here where to space these back out, I'll put this bolt in here and have a spacer, lock it down, and then I have both nuts on the inside of the spacer, and I'll wrench this one out, fixing the tabs, correcting them to be back in the right width. And then additionally, we started to use this torque seal instead of our paint pens. It's got a nice feel to it. You can actually see if they break, if the seal breaks. So we're trying a few upgrades there. So with the new bolts, we also, since we have all the link suspension out, I always check the heims and make sure they're in good shape. And these Barnes heims have been holding up great. They actually have a few races on them and they're still tight as brand new. So we're gonna run them for the big race at KOH. So on Ginger here, we sent off an oil sample to have analyzed to see what the health of the engine was. And it came back a little high on lead, but we suspect that's the fuel we've been running. That's a non-ethanol 91 gas, and then we mix in some race gas to bring up the octane around 93. But anyway, the oil sample came back good. Again, with this car, we sent off the injectors to have them cleaned and flow tested. They all came back good. There was nothing wrong with them. We pulled the fast intake off, took it completely apart, found a couple seals that were broken, and we replaced them and cleaned everything because we actually had a lot of dust in there from our Moab race. So this engine's pretty much ready to go again. We've checked the health of our Mechman alternator, and that thing's looking like in great shape. It always has been a great alternator for us. And then continuing on with the front end, we pulled the knuckles apart of our Spider Tracks front end, checking the bearings. We're looking for any wear and tear, broke welds or things like that, but shoot, everything's coming out really good. So just one of those things you got to do for race prep.
All right, guys, that'll about do it for Sparrow Motorsports tonight. It's dinner time here, so we are going to be heading inside, but before we go, just a quick look. We've got a toolbox here that we are making for our redneck toy hauler. Hopefully, hard to get a good video of it. There we go. We'll be putting that on our trailer soon and getting that done so we have more storage.
It's always something.
Always something. And swag. We are working on swag. We will find out hopefully Friday about some hats, t-shirts, sweatshirts, things like that. So be looking forward to that. But we will see you guys soon and have a great night.
Night.